Okay.
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 Yeah.
All right.
Are we live?
We are live.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while.
It's been a very
been a
long
long
time.
What was the last time we did this?
It's
Was
been
like,
10 months, 28 days.
Have you actually been counting?
No.
Oh,
okay.
Last time we did one of these was 2019, close to like November, if that.
Yeah, I think so. I actually think so. That was actually before, the pandemic and all that started. Like,
Yeah.
right before
Yeah.
it really started kicking off. That's really crazy.
Shee. Well, I know we were having like short chat, but what have we been up to? What have you guys been up to since the whole world lockdown?
Okay, I guess I'll start. We didn't even do an intro.
We didn't.
We used to do intros.
We used to do intros.
That's how much it changed, guys. We don't even do intros anymore.
We said we're the Joe Rogan podcast. You don't need no intro. You know who we are.
You know what? We'll do it at the end because guess what? Everything comes full circle.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Look at that. All right, so yeah, for me, I've been schooling, and because of the Howard Entertainment program I got in, I did a summer internship with Amazon Studios music team, and I did well there. So they extended me through the fall, and that's what I'm doing now. I am interning still,
Oh, snap.
which is complete. I shouldn't say this online. Hell.
Whoa. Complete heck. TOS.
Yeah.
Terms.
And I am doing school at the same time, full-time student.
That's good.
Sounds like you got your hands full. Your plate
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
full.
Never
And it's not
empty.
even like
Right.
the work itself. Like the work itself is a lot, but it's more just like the time that it takes. Because I'm working in the mornings from 8:30 to 12:30 every day, and then 12:30 to 8 o'clock. I'm sitting in front of I'm sitting in front of a computer in the mornings too when I work, but then I'm sitting in front of the computer for class as well.
So do you like get outside at all? Like, do you try to make time to go outside?
I got outside today when I came here,
That's fair.
Outside, right?
and that's Monday through Friday. It's Monday through Friday.
You know, it's crazy because I feel like that's how a lot of people's experiences are right now. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of glued to a computer screen. It's kind of hard to really go outside, and the way the news makes it seem like too. It's terrifying. It's almost terrifying for some people because you see how many cases are spiking and whatnot, and people are like, I don't want to be a part of this. And you got the other camp of people who are like, I don't care if I go outside.
Yeah.
So if you're on either one of those, it's tough.
Yeah.
Is there an in between?
Is it in between?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You got some people that are just like, I had the antibodies. I'm gonna do what I want, but I'm gonna still wear a mask.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's core. Like, just as long as you're wearing a mask, I guess you'd be cool. But even then, still, that doesn't like 100% shield you.
Yeah.
So it's about being safe, really. But
Yeah.
as in terms of an in between, I guess it's the mask on. People who have masks on who follow the rules.
Speaking of mask on, bro. So there's this spot in Suffolk, right? Called Sands Point. We went there, and the people in the front gate tell you, wear your mask, please, at all times. The second you go closer to the beach or on the trail, not a single person is wearing their mask. Nobody was
That's
wearing
how
a
it
mask.
was like all summer. Any beach
Yeah.
that you went to, any trail, any boardwalk, nobody was wearing a mask.
Because they're in nature, so they're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It makes no sense.
it's ridiculous, and it's like I get it too. During the summertime, it's like really hot, so
Yeah.
you get that I forgot what you call it.
The
like,
tan lines?
The tan lines and whatnot. It's uncomfortable.
It's a fashion design now,
It's a
though.
fashion design.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I was talking to somebody about this. It's like, you remember Fairly Odd Parents when you had like the blobbiest blob? Like everybody was like gray, but he was like the blobbiest.
Yeah.
It's becoming like that with the mask, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, I got this mask. I got bedazzles on it. I got teeth on it. And, like, you got to the flexing point of mask now, which is really
You see
crazy.
people wearing like not tanks. Those would be dope. But people wearing like those face shields that they usually wear at like
Yeah.
working on cars and stuff like that. Like people are going off
That is
right
nutty.
now.
I've seen that a few times. That is nutty.
I stopped one lady because her kid was wearing it, and I was like, so like, what if someone sneezes from behind? And she had a huge attitude with me.
How dare you think about something I didn't think about?
I bet you though, that lady definitely switched that mask. She's like, she go.
Switch to what? I don't think any type of mask will protect you from behind.
No, like the shield is here.
Yeah, it's just like
It's not actually here.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
the thing. So like,
Yeah.
when you're wearing the mask, the whole entire purpose of it is that you're at least shielding yourself from some of the particles that are going through. If you're wearing a mask where it's just a shield in front of your face, if you're getting sneezed at from any area, it's gonna get trapped inside of that.
Exactly.
So
It's like there's airflow. There's like too
Yeah.
much airflow. There's like you need to have airflow, but yeah, too much. You know what I mean? That's an issue.
yeah,
Probably switch to like a plague doctor mask after that. It's like, you know what?
fashionable,
That's what
fashionable.
I'm saying.
Yeah, this whole entire pandemic, bro, has been different. I mean, it should be because it's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It felt like
so-
every day. That's not. If your life feels absolutely normal during the pandemic, there's an issue.
There is an issue because it's like, all right, I'm an introvert too, right? Like I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
This is what I am. I own that. But like, there's a point too where it's like you want to be an introvert by choice. You know, like
Mhm.
you want to be able to do like you want to stay in or do whatever you want by your own agency. But like
Exactly.
now it's just like you kind of you have no choice but to do it. It's like, okay, now I'm being
Yeah.
told to be an introvert, and that's not fun. I don't really enjoy that. So
There's no
Yeah.
freedom.
yeah, and I'd imagine a lot of people probably feeling very similar when it comes to like their daily routine is just pretty much being forced on them. They kind of have to do this all the time. People are going crazy. I don't blame them.
So you're nonstop in front of a computer. I'm glad that right now the mics are here, not in front of the computer.
Yeah.
So you're welcome for that one.
Thank you.
What about you, boss?
Um,
Oh, we didn't even say Denzel. I like that you haven't had
Yeah.
to experience the computer screen.
You know his house got on fire today. Earlier today.
Whoa. We're gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know about. I don't know
Shock.
what's going on. That's
What's
crazy.
been going on in your life?
That's crazy.
So 2 crazy things happened today. That's wild. That's wild.
It's been a lot of work. I've just been busy. It's been super busy with work. I've been studying a lot too. So like, there's a point where you kind of go a little wild because you kind of just like staring at books and reading all day. So like your head kind of just turns to mush. So that's where I've been at. I've just been into books like crazy. Sometimes I head out every now and then. I go out. Like I went to this one party I think like 3 weeks ago, and I kind of like regretted it because there was too many people there. And I was like, cause it's like, oh man, like I feel like a hypocrite. Like I was just literally talking about masks and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you know, and I was just like, what am I doing here? It's like 30 people. So like,
Shit.
yeah. So that's what I've been up to. Nothing too crazy. A lot of the same old. You know, can't complain. But woo, exhausted. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, you look like you've been doing other things. So you look more built.
I
You
mean,
look good.
You look good. You look good. I mean, I've been working out, of course, man. Like, I got time to work out, too. Like, you know, it's part of my routine. Like, I make sure I do an hour every day. I switch it up, you know, calisthenics, cardio, weights, you know. I just got to make sure I stay in shape. And I like to be in control.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
good body.
You Leo.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just what it is. So, yeah, can't complain. How about you, my G? What's been going on?
Rox is right on the mic.
Bro, this pandemic has been everywhere. At the start, I had a whole different job. I was working at Chipotle.
I remember that.
Yep, I remember too, sadly. After the whole entire spike of Black Lives Matter, we'll get into that later, I had to leave because it was in that town.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah.
It started getting bad. People weren't, like, they wouldn't let me touch their food. They wouldn't let me do anything. And it wasn't because, like, you know, mask, because that's no duh. It was just because, you know, I had a Black Lives Matter mask, and the second they saw it, they either walked out of the store or told me to switch with someone else so they could touch their food, so I won't.
You should have just told them you're a light-skinned white, dark-skinned white guy. I think it would have worked.
Damn, that would have worked.
You know what I mean?
Damn, outside of the box.
Yeah. They would have never guessed.
After I left there, I didn't have a job for 3 days. You know how I work. It's bad. I don't stop working. I started babysitting, which is how I broke my hand. Great stuff.
You may need a babysitter, guys.
I might need a babysitter for myself, actually. Yeah, please, please. But yeah, it's been a lot of hard work. Since I'm mostly at home all the time. Since now I can't really work out as much. I've been working on different projects. I've been doing a lot of D&D campaigns. I've been hosting a few, and just trying to do whatever I can to keep my mind in a positive state, but also keep my body operating at the same state my mind's at.
Right.
Yeah, because I think we've talked about this before on the podcast. To have, a great mind, you have to have a great body to fit it.
Yeah.
So I want to keep expanding, so I got to keep expanding the body. So got to do all that. A weird left field question that's actually in the right field. In terms of food intake, what have you guys been eating recently? Because I know a lot of people are eating more at home, a lot of people are eating more takeout, but trying to conserve the amount of money that they put out. So, how have you guys been eating recently?
It's been like a combination. I mean, I cook 95% of the food I eat, I cook. 5% I order. So, if it's Friday night or something like that,
Yeah.
I'll order something. So I have a scheduled type of meal plan going on. I wake up in the morning, let's see, maybe cereal, maybe eggs, something, something like that. Yogurt, banana. I kind of have as if I'm working out, on a strict diet type of thing. Because I don't know, food intake wise, it hasn't been nothing too crazy for me. It hasn't been probably sounds boring as hell to the viewers. It's oh, that's it, man. So you having yogurt and bananas and.
That's healthy though.
It's healthy as
It's
hell.
healthy, right?
Yeah, and it's good. And what you call it? You build more muscle mass. So
I'm switching on my diet, but yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to start.
Making me think.
But yeah.
What's
so,
up, Pink? How you guys doing?
What up? but yeah, no. My food intake hasn't been anything too crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you meal prep?
Meal prep? Yeah, all the time. When it's around lunchtime, I have a bunch of grilled chicken. I have some baby buttered lettuce.
Ooh.
I got some cheeses, so I kind of make a sandwich almost every lunch. Same thing every day, kind of boring as hell, but hey. And yeah, that's about it really. That's my lunch always. But dinner, home cooked meals, my mom's cooked meals. You know how it's it's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Denzel?
I'm on the exact opposite of that spectrum. These guys over here built and stuff. I came home and I gained weight. That's all I did.
I mean, hey, I gained weight too.
We all did it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the wrong way.
Just different ways.
Yeah. Yeah, everything has been very random eating. I didn't go out and buy food because as a minor, or I try to be a minor as long as I can now, because adulthood sucks.
Yes.
So I refuse to live at home. I refuse to live at home and pay for my own food, so I eat whatever is at the house.
Right.
And it's usually not good food. So yeah, that's about it.
You know how to cook? That's okay.
Yeah. I
I
feel like I do though. I've learned under the tutelage of my parents, but they are very heavy in cooking, so I never get the time to practice at all.
Micromanage and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Full control of the kitchen. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
And
that too.
I feel like I should have taken more advantage while I was away in California before COVID. I did do a lot of cooking in terms of breakfast foods. And that was a great way to start my day. And I was doing great because I was actually working out and doing all the things I was supposed to do while I was out there. And then COVID happened and I depressed.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, you know what I mean? When you're out and about and you're not at home or don't feel like you're, being controlled, I guess, for lack of a better word, you kind of feel like you do things, you take control. You start doing things that you kind of always wanted to do.
It's very subconscious too.
It is. It just happens. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Next thing you know, you're brolic as hell, 250 pounds. You're just wait, what just happened?
Oh, you're talking about yourself now.
But nah. But yeah, it's crazy. No, I know exactly what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. So yeah, I was taking care of myself. Yeah, and that's exactly what you mean. when you're out there by yourself, you have to take care of yourself, and
Right.
most people try to do things for themselves that are
Right.
good instead of But I came home, let my parents do all the cooking. I just sat home and looked at the computer screen, and yeah. So, what I ate, dinner rolls, the Hawaiian dinner rolls.
Those are good as I don't know.
Those are
Yeah.
good, and I had to stop myself.
You do.
I did. I
That's
did.
correct.
Yeah.
I stopped myself probably like 3 months ago, but I
That's
haven't.
clean. I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
I can't clap.
yeah. I really had to stop myself because I had to wear jeans, and it didn't work out. So I was like,
Ooh,
okay,
No.
all right, I gotta stop wearing dinner rolls. I have to stop eating dinner rolls.
How
But-
funny is it like when you're doing like Zoom meetings, right? And you kind of just wake up and you have like pajama bottoms. And you're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Because my dad has to wear suits in every meeting because of like his job. When I see this man, when I'm on a third floor taking care of the kid, and I see him outside talking with the neighbors or taking out the trash, and I see him with like checkered patterned night clothes underneath his suit, I am dying. It's like clockwork. He's
Right.
always wearing night
Sounds
clothes,
great.
never sweats, just night clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, but how about you? How about you, CJ? Creeds out. What you been eating? What you been
Bro.
doing, man? Oh, man.
So my mom cooks every day now. I would love to say that I'm a good son and try to help in the kitchen, but I'm a good son and I stay away from her the second she's in the kitchen. Whenever I get the chance, I either make something. Whenever I reheat feud, yes,
Feud.
reheat
Yeah, we
food.
feud.
I do. I always I have to put it in the oven so I get all the nutrients that I need.
Right.
And on top of that, I'm always cooking with garlic, some onion, some like turmeric for the swelling and like wherever there's pain and stuff like that.
Onion is like a blessing.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly. I'm always throwing in different seasonings that are like perfect for healing or like just recovery and stuff like that. And then also for slimming down the body at the same time. Like you talking about me being fit. The only reason why I'm fit is because I throw onion. I just throw onion. But yeah, I put it on like everything, and then learning a way to balance that and getting a good blend out of the textures and flavors of whatever you're eating.
Amazing.
Once you figure out how to season your food at the right like way, but also adding like nutritious value to it, that's where you're good to do whatever you want in the kitchen. No one can tell you anything, at all.
Exactly. The thing with cooking too is like it seems wild, like you see your parents doing it, just like, all right, what are they doing? But
Yeah.
it's literally just following instructions. Like
Yeah.
at its core, it's just following instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And it's not hard to like. I know for me, the second I saw the numbers when it came to like cooking, I was like, I'm not about this. But every single instrument for cooking has the numbers labeled on it. So
Yeah,
like, you're
yeah,
good.
yeah. Because it's terrifying. It's like 1.5 cup. What? Like
I gotta put 2.5. I don't even know how to do the half.
Exactly. This cup ain't even half.
The first time I started cooking, whenever I saw 1.5 cups, I would take like a red Solo cup. I would try to do like all the math because I was like, so the cone widens up towards the top, so an actual half is like,
So the circumference of
an actual half is more like 2/3 of the cup.
That's how beakers start showing up.
Yeah.
I can really see you just like
Right.
That's what I was trying to make it so perfect, bro. They hated me in the kitchen at Chipotle because I would do that every time. But that's the same thing. That's the same thing what you were talking about.
Right.
When you have your spot where you can cook and do whatever you want, you go off.
Go off.
Yeah.
You don't care about measurement. You're gonna break that chair.
I'm terrified of this chair, bro.
You go off. You do whatever you want. It doesn't matter anymore. But the second you go somewhere where you have to cook for somebody, or if you're cooking with a group of people or someone that's not just yourself or your friends, you get real technical. You try to get real, like, become a savant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's just like
It never works, but
never exactly. The thing is, like, you don't know how good the other person is. You don't know what they know, so you just like.
you just kind of hope they don't cook with you and tell you
Exactly.
you're doing something wrong.
Have you guys
Exactly.
ever cooked with a vegan in the kitchen?
Yes,
Yeah, not really bad.
it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not
I
bad.
actually, my mom's vegan, vegetarian, not vegan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Real
insult
quick.
my mom.
Yeah, you real
Yeah.
quick. Like.
But yeah, she's vegetarian, so there's a lot of times where I would just like study whatever she's doing for herself
Yeah.
while making food for us, and I'm just like, okay, so that's what she does. So whenever she's not here, or if she's like she can't cook or whatever, I know what I'd make for my mom opposed to what I make for the house. Also, I'm not gonna lie, vegetarian meals are not bad.
Not at all.
Being a vegetarian actually genuinely isn't bad. Like I was talking about the garlic, you're shooting down high blood pressure. You're shooting down
Yeah.
a lot of inflammation inside of the muscles in the body. You're shooting down a lot of different issues that have to do with the blood alone, and also for the muscles. And also, I think Joe tried going vegetarian for a bit, if I'm not mistaken, and he was saying like that was he felt revitalized. Like it actually does a lot of great things for you.
Yeah, it's a great way to lose weight too. Like if that's what you're looking for, it's also really good for that.
Yeah.
You can supplement a lot of other things with like pills and whatnot, tablets and whatnot, supplements and whatnot.
Yeah.
Beans, they have a whole lot of beans. Beans. No, yeah, being vegetarian, vegan, it can be very beneficial. But
Yeah.
you lose out on one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets. You lose out on
Yeah.
your chicken nuggets, and that's kind of hard.
Okay. I know I'm an odd one out here.
That's what I say.
There's a specific brand of veggie chicken nuggets that genuinely taste like chicken nuggets.
What's it called?
I'll have to look that up.
I mean, I'll have some.
But they genuinely taste like chicken nuggets.
They'll have to pay for the advertising.
That's why I said we'll look it up after the podcast. But yeah, it's actually pretty good. There's a lot of foods out there. What was it? My friend Crystal Jackson, you might know her.
Maybe.
Alright, well, she what was it? She made a casserole once, that was fire. But she made this mac and cheese that tasted like lasagna. Exactly. I get it. Exactly. Like, you know how lasagna, you can taste like the meat and everything. You take it tasted like lasagna. Because for the substitute, she just threw in mushroom. Not shrooms, like just mushrooms. And then the flavor was just explosive. Like, it was amazing, man. And she didn't even put like normal cheese. She put like a cheese supplement in there, and it was so good. I might hit them up. That's a sponsor. If she doesn't even have to pay me. Yo, if y'all want good food, hit me up. I'll hit up Crystal. Like, it's just like
Small businesses over there.
Small businesses.
Speaking of small business,
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. I was like, that's a very good.
You go ahead first, though.
when them stimmies coming though, like when of them stimmies part 2 coming? That's crazy.
They're on their way. I was just in a store recently where someone was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just got the email or something like that, the business version of it, of course. They're gonna get theirs first. It's coming before before January.
Yeah. I mean, we just gotta see really what you call it, the new task force and all that, and how they want to roll it. What does this beautiful person say? Lasagna.
It's Italian cake.
It's Italian cake. Agreed. But wouldn't Italian cake be Italian cake?
Yes.
You got me.
Oh man. But yeah, small businesses, man. Do you guys know any that you would like shout out or like support?
I like Rock and Come In. They're right on Atlantic. That's a Jamaican spot. Mrs. Takeouts, they do chicken wings, but they like do different flavors. They do like a peanut butter and jelly flavor.
What?
Honey flavor, Ciroc flavor. Well, peach cobbler, Ciroc. It's like, bro, it's fire.
Do they have lobster?
I don't know if they have lobster.
Because that would like complete the whole entire
Honestly.
circle. Like,
Yeah, that would. Speaking of lobster, Voodoo Crab, I think that's an RBC. I wanted to go there, but
Of course it tastes good. It has voodoo.
I mean, it might.
yeah. But yeah, those are the food places. What else is there?
I would have to like really think about it, honestly.
Yeah.
My sister's selling cakes.
Cakes?
Yeah, she learned how to bake.
Italian cakes or?
I feel like if you could convince her to make it, she'll make it.
Yo.
Like she's been testing. She's about to make a rum cake for me for my birthday.
So she making like full blown like decorative cakes?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Alcohol infused cakes too.
Uh-huh.
She did penny
People's dilate.
cakes. She's about to do a Ciroc cake. Or wait no. Grey Goose cake.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to watch her do this.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. She spends a lot of time in the kitchen, and then my parents also spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
So you know, while we're doing the podcast, we're gonna have like people jumping in, right? We're gonna have like interview them. So I think for one of the podcasts, we should put on our aprons and help make one of these cakes.
That would be hilarious.
You gonna see CJ with the buns and the burner?
See Chris with his pretzel logo.
I got a microscope just making sure everything's right. I'm with it.
I'm with it.
I'll bring it to you.
But yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I feel like I'm like a master chef now because when she first started trying to experiment making henny cakes, I told her put the whole thing in. She did not listen to me, and no one liked the henny cake. But now she puts the whole thing in.
And
And it
everybody
tastes fire.
Everybody likes it.
Exactly.
what you gotta do.
They want to get teed from cake.
I was about to say it's kind of hard to not like once you're teeth. So
Yeah.
Exactly. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
anything's possible.
But yeah, I feel like there's some more businesses out there.
While we think about businesses, I wanted to rewind back. Denzel Washington's house caught on fire.
Yeah, I just found out this morning. Someone sent it to me on Instagram, and it was like from the Shade Room report thing, whatever. And they had like his picture like in the corner.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I'm like, oh god. No.
Is he good?
Yeah, everyone is safe. Everyone is safe. Everyone got out fine. But that whole mansion was just
How did
The
how did-
mansion.
Yeah.
How did it even start? Like, did they say how?
they didn't. But yeah, that was very scary for me.
Yeah, I would understand you and your family. Like that's your famous mansion. I
Yeah.
don't know what you would do
He's like
without
my
it.
avatar, so if he dies, I die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess that's how.
I guess that's how it works.
That's how it works then.
There's a lot of CJ Wrights out there that are in jail. So does that mean?
Some bars will show up.
It's like Monopoly. It's like jail.
No skip, no get out of jail free, just go straight to
You
jail.
can't even roll. I have to wait for them to get out of jail. But he's in there for life. Sucks to suck, buddy.
Yeah.
You should have chosen a different name. Oh, man. So, I know I mentioned before the podcast, a little bit during the podcast, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Let's get into the meat of this, guys.
To the meat of it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who wants to start? I feel like the man who probably had the most experience having to deal with
Yeah.
anti-Black Matters, Black Lives Matter stuff probably should start.
I mean, the way you said it before was perfect. Son, okay. So the second it started to swell up, you know, at first I was like, okay, how is this going to turn out? I remember before there were a few debates in our friend groups where we were talking about how there's not going to be a change after all this, nothing's really going to come from it, and then a lot of us saying, like, there's going to be a change, it's going to take over time. It's just, now that we're putting our foot down, we have to keep our heels in, right? So at first, that's where my mindset was. Then, being at work in a predominantly white neighborhood where, you know, Black Lives Matter isn't really a thing that they cared about. You know, they're more pro-gun, pro-cop, pro-army, even though we don't care about the veterans. So, they... I don't know if you guys saw in the news, but the first thing that happened while we were going to the protest is that in that town, which was where they had it was 2 blocks away from my store, they had an anti-Black Lives Matter protest.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, where they were telling them, very reminiscent of the old 20s, go west.
Yeah.
They were telling them, go west, we don't want you here, we don't want you in our town, we don't want you destroying our stuff, we don't want you touching anything, go west. And then also there's been a lot of call-outs from a lot of towns towards the east saying, you know, if you come in our towns, we have guns. So me being responsible adult, while I was working there, I would wear my Black Lives Matter mask.
Yeah.
I would continue doing what I was doing and like keep moving, like, and they still felt threatened. I've tried to ask a few people why they're threatened, and you usually get the same response of, you're threatening my liberty. You're stepping in the way of my peace by trying to get yours. I don't understand why you have to hurt other people. Try to like save your own.
Those type of like, it's dead on arrival with those type of arguments because
Yeah.
like you can't really like, if you know they're a bad faith actor, trying to like get something out of them, like
Trying to understand
peaceful,
anything.
it's not gonna happen because in order to really understand the other person, they would have to be willing to talk about it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And clearly they're not. They're bad faith actors. They just kind of want to just impose what they feel on you and tell you
Mhm.
why your opinion doesn't make sense.
Right.
When they can't rationalize their own.
Exactly.
Yeah. You try to critique them, they can't even critique themselves because if they do, they already know the answer is wrong.
Exactly. Because it comes from nothing. That's the thing.
That's the
So,
gag.
Probably next time I have a few videos from the protest that we went to,
Mhm.
and some photos. Shay actually went.
Yeah.
For those that are a long time, that's what was his name on MJ
MJ to be me.
MJ to be me. Yeah, that was his name on
YouTube,
on
and
YouTube and
Twitch.
PS4 and Twitch and all that. Yeah. MJ actually went to a few protests with me and without me. That was the first protest, and I just sparked the fire in him. It is, at first, the first protest you go to is overwhelming, because the first thing you go, your thoughts are wrapped around what's gonna happen, what's gonna take place, are the cops gonna do anything to us? Like you start to get all this worry. But then you see in the crowd the mixture of people, the mixture of color, the mixture of backgrounds and everything like that.
Yeah.
And you get overwhelmed with the sense of confidence and empowered by the whole entire like thing. I remember for a while I was sitting there talking with a few guys all were going on protesting, and I was joining a bunch of them, and I was watching Shay. Usually we bash him for stuff like this, but this time I had to give him so much approval. He walked over to where there was like a group of white individuals, talked with them for a little bit, and then after a while they merged with everybody else, and there was just unity. Because while we were walking down Sunrise Highway when it shut down, there was like two different groups walking down. Granted, there were about 16,000 people in our group alone. There were 8 groups out that day. But while we were walking down Sunrise Highway, on the left-hand side, or the southern side, there were just, you could see nothing but color. All black. And then towards the northern side, it was in the front, there were a bunch of white, and it was just very mixed, very separated. After Shay got over there, it merged, where both sides were just blending and intertwining, and it was just beautiful to watch. There were so many individuals. There was one man who looked like he was probably in his 80s out there shouting more and had more energy than anybody else. Especially, like, he had more energy than some people of color. Like, he was out there just speaking his voice. And then watching the difference in switch while we walked throughout all these communities that were anti-Black Lives Matter. It made some of them empowered to step out and stand with us.
Right.
Or like leave their houses from their family members that didn't want them to leave their houses and actually join the march. It was so different. And there were, of course, while it was happening, there were fights going on between neighbors. But, we stepped in, trying to like de-escalate the situation, like, you guys are still neighbors. Just because that they have opposing views doesn't mean that you have to fight them.
Right.
You just have opposing views, but no matter what, you're still neighbors. We're not coming in here and taking your houses. We're not coming here trying to take your jobs, nothing like that. They're your neighbor. They're the ones that are gonna be here after we're gone. So like, have peace with them. And it was basically all about bringing peace and understanding to everything that was going on. Of course, we had 3 times in one day. One woman came in with a Trump hat, spat on a bunch of people, just spitting at everybody. Again, this shouldn't be a surprise. COVID's happening. So she's the one person that you see in the whole entire crowd without a mask and with a MAGA hat. She jumps out of the vet and just jumps out and spits at everyone, throwing the middle finger up, calling people N-words and doing this and a third. And of course, people got spat on, got mad, as they should, but there was not one fist thrown. always stayed peaceful. One dude moved a traffic cone because he wanted to move his car or whatever. He didn't care about the protest, and he almost fought some dude. Cops came in, and of course everyone got scared for a second, but the cops like rationalized and broke down. Like he was like, "No, you're in the wrong. This is a protest. They signed up for this. They have the right of way.
Right.
If you want to do something, then go somewhere else." And then after that, there was even unity between the pedestrians and the police, where after the whole entire protest was like dying down, a bunch of people sat there and had conversations with the police about why they're on the force, you know, what their views are, you know, trying to let them understand where we're coming from and stuff like that. And a lot of them who weren't a part of the protest before jumped back on for the following days with a whole entire different perspective. Some of them were walking in the crowds, enjoying the like people and stuff like that. They had a change of heart, and it just took those different instances of seeing people who wanted to oppose and be oppositions being struck down by peace,
Right.
just to change the whole entire view. Of course, you know, not a lot of people see that because you see what's going on in a few other towns where there's riots and looting and stuff like that. Granted, a lot of people who are saying like, "Oh, Black Lives Matter doesn't mean anything because of that," they aren't looking at the people who are doing these things. But
Right. You know, like, that's the thing, because I'll say it first. I was, like, a bit lukewarm on the whole rioting aspect, because I wasn't really, like, I do understand it, but at first I was just like, why would it have to resort to that? But when you take a look at it, you know, the way we see it, the reason why we start rioting and whatnot, the reason why they start, you know, now like they're acting like they burned down cities. That never happened.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you went down raising cities like you're Genghis Khan or something. It's just like, it's just anger, and then nobody's paying attention. You know what I mean? It's not like they're saying that, you know, we're gonna destroy the whole establishment. It's just nobody's paying attention. Nobody seems to care. And why is it that now when we're violent, they start paying attention? That's what it really comes down to, and that's something I do agree with, because you know,
yeah,
when that happens, you do see changes. You do see people actually giving a damn. So, yeah.
it's our, which is weird. It's always had to been the result of Black people's anger and frustration to actually make a change. It had to be us lashing out for something to change.
Right. And the sad part is, for them, that's the only language they think we know.
Yeah.
So, since that's like a familiar language for them, it's like, okay, this happened years ago, so we know exactly how to handle this. Let's listen. I don't understand why it can't just be, you know, okay, there are people, you know, they just want changes like
Yeah.
anybody would want for their country. I saw, I think it was Doc Rivers who was saying this. It was like really touching. It was saying that, you know, he loves America. And it's strange why America doesn't love him back.
Ooh.
And that's exactly how I feel, you know, for colored people, Black people as well.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like that's how they feel. And it's horrible that they feel like they need to, you know, do things like this in order to be listened to some country that says that they love them, love us,
Mhm.
you know? So strange.
For the trip I was going on soon, I told my girl, I was like, we're gonna wait to see what happens, because you know, Proud Boys, this and a third, you know, a lot of people are pissed off right now,
Right.
so I don't want to go somewhere where it's like very red. And she was like, oh, but you know it's not gonna be a problem, this and a third. I was like, listen, baby, I understand like where you're coming from, I get it, but we have to remember, no matter what, we look like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was like, yeah, but I'm like, to them, you're not like the diversity that you have. You're not all these different things that you've experienced.
Right.
To them, you're Hispanic. If you're lucky. If not, you're just Mexican.
Sometimes even two, maybe it could be white passing.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then for me, I'm not Nicaraguan. I'm not Sicilian. I'm none of that. I'm black. Or 1% Jew. Hey, what's good? But I'm just black. So when we're going to these locations, we have to be aware of where we're going. Because we can't just walk into a town and expect to be accepted.
exactly.
Especially after the election. Like,
Mhm.
people are fuming right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's dangerous. It's scary. It is a scary time. It's a good thing, you know, the election, the results, it was great, you know.
Kamala, baby.
Yep. Come, let's go. But like,
Let's go.
My VP went to Howard.
hey,
You know she's also a part of the Divine Nine?
Yeah.
She's an AKA.
Yeah, I know.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but like, you know, we
Very
still gotta
fun.
be super careful. We still got a lot of work we gotta do. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
It's not done.
Yeah.
It is not done. There's so many different things we have to change just in if we're gonna talk about like parts of America we have to fix, the first thing after all this is done, because race shouldn't even be an issue anymore, the medical field.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I saw this, what you call it, this one comparison, which was crazy. It was like, during the riots, you had police and like National Guards like armed to the teeth, with the craziest outfits.
Yep.
And you had medical field workers wearing garbage bags.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
Like, look at that. Like,
Exactly.
what is that?
They're wearing military grade equipment and they're sitting out there wearing the everyday attire.
Yeah.
That why?
That's a problem. That is an issue. But one thing for sure, like, all right, like if you're a Trump supporter, whatever. Like, I'm not. I have my reservations. You know.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Trump supporter, I got some issues, but there's that. But like, it's strange. The racism during Trump's administration was nuts, and
Yes.
nobody could deny that. Like, it was premium grade. It was just like KKK members really out there,
Yeah.
comfortable, able to go into like what you call it, like government official buildings, and just take off their fucking TOS. Take off their like their garbs and just like do whatever they want. They just felt that comfortable. Like, you can't deny that it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, this blew my mind. There was a dude driving past me in an all-white pickup truck yesterday with the old Betsy Ross, like, circular stars flag.
Yeah.
And I sat there for a second. I was like, okay, I get it. I look inside the car, rebel flag. I was like, do you understand the meaning behind both of those?
Honestly.
Like, at all.
Honestly.
That's the thing that surprises me. I don't know if people actually understand the meaning behind the rebel flag at all.
I don't.
They're basically, to put it short, and then you could piggyback off, the rebel flag was, if you want to make it like plain, that's the anti-America flag. They're the ones that went away. It was like, we're gonna do our own stuff
Yeah.
because, you know, let's do it.
The separatism, like it's just
Separatism.
like it's just a heavy libertarians, far right libertarians who feel like no government, no nothing. You know, they just
Yeah.
kind of want to be on their own.
Which clearly isn't American.
I mean, you can be libertarian, but like nothing wrong with being a libertarian.
It's,
Just
there's not, but
you know,
anarchy is definitely not.
and
Gonna
anarchy is definitely
work.
not it.
Anarchy is a problem. There's always going to be a need for structure in society, but saying like we have the perfect formula is definitely not going to work. But
Right.
having no formula is not the key.
It's not the key whatsoever.
So, what do you guys think the solution is? Do you think that we can fix the structure that America has now, or do you think that we need a new structure?
Me and new structure.
Here's how I view structures, the same way I view wisdom, right? So wisdom is a collection of experience and knowledge, right? Those two things put together gives you wisdom. Wisdom can be outdated. If what you've experienced in like the 70s is completely different from what we're experiencing now, especially if you're going to talk to me about like technology and the world of like just dating alone, it's going to be outdated. So it's not going to work. That's the whole same thing with the structure. You need to update it as the world goes on. You need to progress. We haven't really updated this structure at all.
Because the problem is what you call when the structure is ran by like the few, the powerful few. What can you really do, Mars? But like, it's just like because it's not really a lot you can do because they hold the keys. They have all the money. They have most of the wealth.
Yeah.
So they can drive whatever change they really want to see. And it's clear that they see what they have now is something that isn't broken for them.
Complacency.
Yeah, so if it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's why we need more, you know, powerful figureheads, grassroots movements to usher this change that should ultimately help society. But
Yeah.
personally, you know, personal take, the structure's broken. Bro, we need, like, capitalism, like, we need to fix that.
We
It's
do.
Really not, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. So I think the structure needs to be changed, honestly.
That's the thing that I always was confused on. Everyone keeps saying, you know, it has to be Marxist, it has to be capitalist, it has to be communist. Literally, and I know this is like a horrible person to choose, Hitler created a fusion of capitalism and socialism, and fixed Germany. I'm not talking about like what he did to the Jews or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what he did beforehand. Like he fixed the economy, he fixed the structure, he fixed the social security for everybody, and made it actually a better living space for everybody else.
Because the thing is,
during that time,
when you invest in your people, they're gonna tend to be a lot better.
yes,
So the problem is we're not investing in our people. We're investing in
self.
self and overlords, so to speak. That's what it really is. Like
Yeah.
so, the more we invest in people, the more change we're gonna see, and the more happier people are gonna be. I mean, this is a sidebar. I don't know if you guys looked at the election map for when FDR was president.
Yeah,
And he got elected. He invested in the people.
yeah, he did.
Most red states voted for him with no issue, and they're red. You know what I mean? People who naturally just care the way we see it now, reds now, naturally just care about themselves.
Correct.
So for them to say, we need this guy, that's something. We need that. We
Yeah.
need somebody who's going to invest in us.
I just had a talk with the kid I'm babysitting. Her grandmother actually changed, which clearly old people can change. Her grandmother, she used to be a huge Trump supporter.
I don't follow that.
Because a lot of people say old dogs can't learn new tricks. That's not true.
Yeah.
That's bogus. That's
Yeah.
complete BS. But her grandmother, she's old, switched over and said he needs to get out. Someone who was completely a devout Trump supporter that said like was gonna die at his shoes, and then after studying a few things and looking at how he was moving and like the differences,
New experience.
new experience.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
And the thing with Trump is like there's like different like levels to people who support this guy, right? You just support him because you hate, you're racist. You support him because of deregulation. You support him because tax cuts. If you lose one of them, you lose a supporter.
Yeah.
But he held on to the racism so hard, and for a lot of people that was the thing to make them support him.
Mhm.
For other people, it was like, okay, this guy's a bit much. I'm not a big
But,
fan. Yeah,
yeah.
like So, but no, that's not to devalue what you call your friend who whose grandma is no longer a Trump supporter. But like, it's crazy because there's some aspects that people really start taking a look at. And they're like, okay, I can't do this guy anymore.
Yeah. It's weird because I heard so many people saying, well, it's great to have someone that's outspoken.
Yeah.
Why is that the singular thing that you're going for?
That's the thing.
That
Like,
you can't ignore everything else. Like, why is he outspoken? What
Right.
is he speaking about?
that's
Exactly.
what I'm saying. But that's the thing. That some people are like that's all I need. That's all I
Yeah.
need. Like that's all I need. It was just like why?
That means you're not listening to the man. You're just liking that he's speaking.
Exactly.
I think that's
just
why
what it is.
he legitimately won the first time.
That's not. I'm not gonna say like
And because people hate women.
he was good. He was good.
That too. He was.
He was good. Like,
Also, who he was running against was definitely not.
she wasn't. But what do you
She
call
was
it?
not
She was a
good.
popular vote though. So America chose her.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But like, Trump was good. Like his message was perfect. Because he spoke to people who felt like they were lost, like
Mhm.
they had nothing, who were destitute, who the government gave up on. He spoke to them. Hillary was just kind of status quo Democrat, yada yada yada, da, 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 da. Pokemon, go to the polls, But like
The second she said that, I
that
was
was
like,
it. That was it. I was like, that's Cliff. But like,
Bernie, you sure you're good?
like Bernie. But like no, honestly, like he was a good speaker. He was a good populist, person. So that's why a lot of people loved him.
Yeah,
And he's funny as hell. I'm
he
sorry.
is. He
He's
is.
like,
He's hilarious.
like he's funny as
He's a
hell.
character. He's
Yeah.
definitely a character.
Like if he wasn't as garbage as he was, he would be the first president you could say, damn, this dude was low key a porn star.
Elaborate.
like, hear me out. Like, this dude slept with mad porn stars. He slept with Stormy Daniels. Was already like,
Oh,
he was already there. She was already like
Yeah.
top. So like, normally you just like, damn, that's the American president. You know what I mean? We love presidents like that, but like, he's such a piece of shit. So it's just like,
Yeah.
you can't even stand behind any of that. Like, it's just like, he's a mess.
Also, I would have enjoyed to. I just got the word about the porn star thing.
Yeah.
I what?
Like, I was.
I agree.
Mind you, like, I'm in no way supporting this guy. Like, I hate him, but like, you can't deny, like, that's kind of like Okay,
That's some
like,
fire,
that's
yeah.
some crazy. That's some fire shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's different, but it is fire.
Yeah,
Definitely fired. I want to see, because I've been looking up. I'm not gonna remember anything she's done, but I've been looking up a lot of the things Kamala's done. I remember I sent it in the chat.
Yeah,
No,
I
she's
just
good.
looked it up
She's
earlier.
She's pretty bad.
Thank you for the thought. Thank you.
Yeah.
She's done a lot.
She's done a lot, but she was also pretty bad. She put
Yes.
up a lot of black people in jail.
Yeah,
What's up?
that's a lot of damage to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Yeah, she, which actually makes sense because she's an AKA.
Mm.
But for those that don't know about the history of the AKA, a part of the Divine Nine, they used to have this thing called the paper bag rule or law, where you can't get in if you're darker than a paper bag. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Look at her, yeah. And that was around her time, so yeah.
Exactly.
That was around her time.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of people like. Okay, so yeah, Kamala, she put a lot of people in jail. So that was like one reason. Like, if you saw a lot of like people who weren't really sure of the ticket, the Democratic ticket,
Yeah.
it's just that combination of candidates
Yeah.
was terrifying for the black man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like, I'm happy as hell. You know, we have Kamala, we have, a woman of color. Happy, but I pray.
That she turns that around.
Yeah, I
'cause-
pray I see
I feel like
policy.
she has turned it around though.
She has.
Like,
she definitely has.
after like her being the deputy district attorney.
Yeah.
in the
Yes,
90s and
that's
stuff,
when things turned around.
That's
Yeah.
when she started supporting like the same-sex marriage
Yep.
case
But-
that was against, and all that other
Now
stuff.
that there's more power, let's
Yeah.
hope she doesn't turn back.
Right.
Like, do a full 360.
And my
No
whole thing
scope.
is like, at this point, we need like that whole unify, like that unity thing. That's
Yeah.
very important for us, and we can't afford to be divisive on Kamala.
If I'm gonna be real with you, like when it comes to Democrats, Republicans, I think we need Democrats. Like, they need to stop this whole trying to appease the Republicans, trying to do like a middle ground.
Yes.
Can we stop
Yeah.
that? Because
Yes.
the Republicans never try to do that. Never.
Yeah.
So why
Why
should
we?
they?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not either one. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
me neither. Me neither. So like, progressive baby, but like, it's so bad.
Yeah, it is, but I still think that I think it still applies that we can't afford to be divisive and
Yeah.
try to like play both sides or try to like fight against what they're doing.
Mm.
Like, we need to stand behind her, and we need to also hold her accountable.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
For
Hold
sure.
both of them and Biden too.
At this
She's-
point, we understand where we can go
Yeah.
from what we had so
Yeah.
far. So now it's all about accountability. Like, we know what we're going to have in office. We see what we're going to have. We need to have accountability
Right.
at this point. Like, because if we don't, it's just going to be another loose cannon. We can't have... We can't allow that.
Yeah.
You see where America's at right now.
Exactly.
If we have another loose cannon...
Yeah, no, it would be pretty bad. I mean, the good thing about Biden is he listens. So, like, it's clear that he has the ability to unify.
Yeah.
Like, as you saw how all the Democrats in the primaries pretty much megazorded to make him the man. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
He has that pull. So I imagine he can extend that to, policy and trying to, like, find an amiable resolution
Yeah.
to most things. Not saying that it's going to all go away. It's obviously not, but
Yeah.
it's going to be
It takes probably a generation.
takes maybe more.
It's gonna take
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
After Trump took the whole Supreme Court
Yeah.
for the next 4 years or so, we're
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pat, Amy Coney.
Wow.
Coney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because once you seek them, like they're there until they're dead.
Yeah, there's a.
That's a for life position. So
There's how much?
it's not like we can fix it.
How much did he pay? He has like.
Ah, thanks, boss. My friend followed.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
we love you.
What's the 5200 for? If you don't mind my asking.
It's gonna be. I have a delay on it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured.
But yeah, what's the 5200 for?
What's the 5200?
What's the 50 to double do?
We'll be looking forward to your answer.
Lily, touch the mic. Hold up. Turn that up. There it is.
Cool.
All right.
But yeah.
Valid.
That's fair.
Valid.
There are a lot of Firebirds. There's the car. There's the Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
There's Chicken.
There's
Yep.
Chicken. Well, you're the best Firebird. We love you.
Yeah. But since we're on the topic and we kind of like meshed it together, like, what do you guys think about the new COVID advisory in terms of going back into a form of lockdown?
We need it.
We need it.
Yeah.
We need it.
Here's the issue. We kept saying, "Oh, you know, the first wave is over. We're getting ready for the second wave." We never finished the first.
Yeah.
We never finished the
I love
first.
People say that. Second wave.
The worst thing is, the second wave is coming, but we still haven't finished the first.
Exactly. Like, we need, like,
Yeah.
you don't know how much I'm, like, people are like, oh man, it's gonna be a lockdown. No, good.
We
good,
need
Yeah.
it. We
good.
definitely need it.
Like you, who keeps going all the damn time.
Sitting outside like, I don't understand why there's a
Exactly.
I don't understand why there's a lockdown.
Yo, when I went to, because remember when my foot got messed up?
Yeah.
What you call it? And I went
Oh
to,
my God.
Yeah, I went to New Mech, and I was waiting online because they have a bunch of like COVID testing and whatnot. So I went to New Mech, and this one old lady without a mask came to me, and she was like, "Can you believe we're waiting online for something that's a hoax?" I'm just like, "Woman,
Yeah.
this is we're doing this for people like you."
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
Bless her heart. I hope she's still alive.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, woman, please step back, because I don't need this stress right now. My feet hurt.
Foot.
Foot. But yeah, no. I'm happy for this lockdown to happen again, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's-
if you
we
didn't
need
see too that Fauci's not gonna lead it. Yeah, he's not. But it makes sense though. I understand why, because how they politicize this man.
Yeah.
You know, like, this man is either loved or hated, and now people either will believe him or not.
I'd be exhausted.
Yeah, so like,
He's
you know what I mean?
been
Like,
through so much.
so much. But yeah, for sure.
I can't imagine trying to get back up after everything. Like, just even for a second, be like, "Yeah, guys, I'm here again." I'm sorry nobody listened.
Yeah, that's right again.
Have you guys heard like the court hearings of people trying to protest against the masks and stuff?
Oh, really?
Yes.
They're hilarious.
They've been saying a bunch of. There's some that people are trying to get biblical, which it doesn't really work out.
It doesn't.
They're like, if you're wearing a mask, then you're going by the government, and that's against God.
God gave us air to breathe.
You're still breathing.
You're taking away my liberty, my rights to breathe.
Breathing with the mask on. What was the other thing that was so stupid? There's the people that are trying to show, like, on TikTok, on Instagram, on everywhere. They're like, "See, the mask don't work. Watch, I'm gonna use mist setting with spray the mask." Like, they don't even spray it. They just spray in the air first, and then they twist it to stream, and then spray the mask to like prove a difference. But here's the thing: when they twist it and put it on stream, it still sticks.
Yeah.
It's still, it works still. Disproving their point.
Honestly, like this whole thing, like, exposed, like, how crazy.
The educational system.
We should talk about that.
She's on her way out.
We can talk
She's on
about
her way
that.
out. She on her way out. So maybe it'll be a little better. Like, cause all this funding that you cutting,
It's not it.
it's showing. It's showing.
It is definitely
It's starting to show.
showing.
Like,
It is showing definitely.
Jesus.
oh my god. Oh my god.
It's not even like deep science. Literally, you can do whatever that girl just did by putting a stream on. It's very easy.
Exactly. It's not hard at all. Like,
Wow. Wow.
It's,
And then you got, like, there's some people who don't understand, right? There's people who have, like, deep cases of asthma where they
Yeah,
can't breathe
yeah.
with a mask on. Great. But a lot of them, people that have those issues are the people that are wearing masks in their car.
exactly. Yeah. See, that's the whole thing too. That. That's that too. Yeah, like, oh god, where you, yeah, yeah.
Every single person I've heard of so far that complained wears a mask in their car.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that, man? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
And then there's some there, like, there are people saying, like, you can't breathe as much now.
I mean,
I have a question
yeah, like,
for those specific people. I don't know if there's people out there who have that. Since COVID started and lockdown, have you guys been going out, like, not just going outside, but exercising in the house or eating properly? Because
that's what I'm saying.
that would also affect your breathing.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of common sense. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, man. This thing exposed a whole lot of stupid, bro. Like, it does a whole lot of stupid that you ended up finding out about people. And even some of your close people, too. You're just like,
Yeah.
damn, you were thinking like this. And you're my boy. Strange. Like,
Yeah.
it's I don't know, man.
I heard someone go like, yeah, I don't usually wear a mask when I go places. I was like, you're not going to my house.
Yeah, you're not coming here.
You're not coming here.
Like,
They're like, no, but we're boys. I was like, not while this is happening.
yeah, like, oh my god.
We could be boys after. And if you got the flu, stay away from
Stay
me.
away. Stay away. Stay
After
away.
all this is done, if you say you get a little cough, stay away,
Stay
from me.
But yo, I don't know if you saw what you call the Pfizer 90% vaccine that they're working on.
Yeah.
Which is really good because naturally it's 50. Most vaccines are 50%.
Yeah.
So for it to be 90, it's gonna be amazing.
Here's my question, right? Africa had a vaccine
You know how it
that worked.
goes. Like, you know how it goes.
But all the other countries have either a vaccine or have a method that worked. We don't even have to create something. We just have to see what they did.
Because you know what it is. Like, it's, you know, full circle. It's capitalism, you know, because we want to see how much money we can make off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it makes total sense why they don't care. And who knows? The Pfizer, vaccine may have taken something from the African vaccine.
They
have
probably
did
did.
because that's just how it usually goes.
Probably
So.
when they're like, yo, can we take stuff from you guys again? Like, just we're paying you this time.
Not a lot, but we're paying.
We're paying you, like, 2 pesos? You guys don't have pesos.
He's like,
all right.
what do you guys have? Goats?
You guys want a cow? You haven't seen that, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, everything is flipped upside down right now.
Yeah, the world is very strange right now. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you're like, you know, if you're in the spiritual side and you're like an empath or something like that, you probably feel a lot going on right now too. So, probably feel like the suffering of the world's on your shoulders and whatnot. So, gotta remember to breathe. Gotta remember, you are the world as well.
I spilled my drink.
Nah, I could have a lot of empath friends. I know. I gotta talk, yeah. Like,
Thanks, bro.
like, how y'all doing?
Suck.
Like, yeah, no, I can imagine.
I don't go places no more for that exact reason, bro.
Oh man, yeah, don't forget to breathe. Don't just check in on yourself. See how you doing. You know, see how you're doing. See how you're feeling at this very moment.
My feet kind of itchy.
I feel kind of cold.
The AC is on, and you're the closest to it.
True.
And yeah,
You
don't
want
have
socks?
socks. Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, I'm kind of tired of. I'm gonna sound bad saying this, but I'm tired of the mental health checks because they're not doing anything for me. Like ever since like COVID started, any type of situation where it's like a mental health check, like, well, how you doing?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. For sure, because like now it just seems disingenuous. Like if it's just like constantly, hey, how you doing? Like we're all kind of in the same place, so you kind of gonna know.
So you know.
Yeah, like
Right, bro.
like I do understand exactly where you're coming from, for sure. Because the beginning of it was just kind of like the first 3 months is just like, okay, I haven't seen this.
I'm scared.
Well,
I want to make sure
yeah,
you're alive.
You're alive, exactly. Like, so that was a part, but now like what month are we on?
It started in like.
It started in November.
It technically started in November.
Yeah.
But it didn't really beat us up until like March.
Yeah.
We didn't start doing anything until March.
Until like March, yeah.
I think
It started going crazy on the news in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In February.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not what month we were in. It's we've passed a year. What day now?
Yeah, well, honestly. Honestly.
That's wow. It's been a year.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's not okay.
It's not. I mean,
It's not
we
okay.
just prolonged. We messed up. That's
We're
what
more
like,
advanced than
Yeah.
this.
You would have thought. You would have thought we were, but like.
Money is holding. It's weird. We're advanced because of the money, but money is holding us back so much.
Are we
Exactly.
advanced because of the money? We're
I'd say
30
so.
trillion in debt.
That is.
Like that's always
That is
have
fair.
that's always have a question when it says like Earth is in debt. Who are we in debt to? Like I'm always trying to understand what
Inflation.
that means. Inflation. Okay.
Yeah, we keep printing more and more money.
Yeah.
But not enough people to. But
Not
It's
enough
the-
gold to back it.
Yeah.
but money's not going back anymore
Mm-mm.
Is it not?
though.
Oh.
No. So that's why I'm like.
We're
I'm trying to-
printing it. We're decreasing the value of it.
So as the world altogether is suffering from that issue.
Yes.
All right.
It's weird.
Yeah, like
It's
yeah,
weird.
I gotta like really
How
conceptualize.
paper is.
Yeah, I have to conceptualize. like,
We owe it to the trees.
dude, honestly,
Honestly, we do.
We do.
We do.
technically do.
We do.
We do.
We definitely do.
I mean, hey, what you call it? It is what it is.
Hay's a plant.
Hey, yes, it definitely is.
We owe it to hay.
We owe it to hay. We owe it to
We
hay.
owe it to hay.
You heard it. You heard it. You
You
heard,
heard it here first, folks.
Full circle.
Full circle.
The best source for your news.
If we ever became a news thing, that'd be so bad.
Yeah,
That'd
that'd
be
be
so
so bad.
bad.
That would be so bad.
We'll be like, so another month of COVID.
I'll just start shit.
That's
I'll
us.
just start shit on people. Like, you kidding me? Like,
Yes.
start shit on people.
Yes.
So you saw what the Lakers did recently?
Like, bro.
Why?
Why? Like when Biden's in the presidency, like this motherfucker Biden forgot the stimulus again.
And we'd be on it for hours.
Yeah.
Honestly, hour by hour. That'd be hilarious.
Hour by hour topic? That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Just a rant for an hour. Oh
Biden
my
jumps
God.
in, starts doing stimulus on time. This motherfucker
Like this-
don't miss.
Oh my
He don't miss.
Like that Joe Cowler combo.
It don't miss.
Don't miss.
So let's talk about something light. All right,
Something
Yeah.
like,
that PS5.
I don't got it.
I don't have it either.
I'm pretty sure it's gone.
It is.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's gone already.
People are like crying. Like it's mad funny because like if you pre-order that joint, it's like it's never coming back. Like
Yeah.
it's not what?
It's like the 2080s when they first came.
Yeah.
Those are the last gen graphics
Those
cards.
sold out quick.
Remember, I worked at Micro Center, 2017. When it came out, every day, pre-order. There'll be one in stock. Someone would come in at like 10 o'clock in the morning the second we open. Now all of them are gone. And we would get around like 50 each truck.
Nutty.
So that's 3 times a week. We would get about 50. That's 150 of these gone each week before the store opens.
Yeah.
Mild to me, which is, blows minds.
Yeah.
That joint is crazy.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
that kind of reminds me of like sneaker drops, like when Jordans.
Oh yeah.
yep.
And it'd be the same Jordans.
Every-
They just
yeah.
stopped producing it, and then 5 years.
They
come
just know
back
they know
and
the
produce it
hype
again.
bees are gonna love it. So like that's all that really
Mhm.
matters. And now I'm trying to get onto reselling. So
Yeah.
it's people like us. People like us.
I was trying to tell my little cousin to do that because he complains about being poor because his mom doesn't want to give him money, but his mom buys him shoes and Gucci slides and
Resell
belts.
doesn't give you money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have a fountain of money.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
My man's chatting.
Real life
Jeez.
chatting.
He can literally just drop on eBay, set up big, and
Honestly,
it would just skyrocket.
don't even do eBay. Do StockX.
Exactly.
StockX,
StockX,
yeah.
and you're
Make some
done.
bread,
You don't have
yeah.
to do anything else. Gee,
The hell is
what
an
is he
eBay?
talking about? The hell is it? Listen, I got my last Beyblade off eBay.
No, but they are coming back though. I've heard.
Beyblades? Oh, eBay. Sorry.
Oh my god. Hype. God, just listen, bro, we still on it. Like, you gotta get your Beyblade. You wanna see us?
Yo,
Yeah.
word. I got. All right, listen.
Look what I started.
I'm gonna gush about this real quick, and then we can talk about
your shit, talk
we can
your
talk about
shit.
eBay coming back. can laugh all y'all want. I got Trigger S from the Metal series. That joint was sold in 2003. I got it. This just been days.
It's been dangerous.
That is dangerous,
Like-
bro. I don't even know if y'all got kids. If y'all getting them Beyblades, get them what's going on now. Don't get them the old shit,
Yeah,
bro.
the OG Beyblades were hazard. They were armed to
Dangerous.
teeth. They were dangerous.
No, I'm trying to see which hand it was. I tried to pick it up and I slit my hand. Like there was literally blood spinning in the arena. Like it was bad. I looked at that. I was like, we played this as a kid. Why? These are weapons.
Yeah.
Torture devices.
We had the area.
Imagine you're
51
tied down.
thing.
They got you.
Right. You
Those
tied
two
down?
Beyblades.
Oh, we're gonna get the truth out of you. Is that Dronzer? Oh, please. It has 8 blades. No. Couple of nails.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh my god.
Bro.
That choice was dangerous.
I get it now. I get it. You know when they made the Area 51 thing, they were like, you know, they're gonna have people over here. They're gonna got like the Weebs over here, and then the Beyblade people. I get it now, cause that thing is army grade.
Imagine you had a bunch of people with Beyblades, just like archers, lined up.
I'm going home. I'm going home. Cause
Just
if one
see
of
it
those
braided.
lands- if one of those lands on me, I'm dying. Like, there's no survival.
I'm praying.
Those shits are heavy. I don't know who thought about making this, but they are a masochist. I don't know what they are.
Honestly, this is crazy.
They were like, all right, let me test it out.
Like,
Yeah, that's good enough for a kid.
not enough blood. My finger's still on. Like
They really improved those toys. That's hilarious.
But you guys trying to snatch from Area 51.
This guy,
Ninjas don't need shurikens, they got Beyblades. Honestly?
honestly,
See, I said we go right off the topic of Beyblades, but here we are.
here we are.
You know why? Because Beyblades spin. And what's the name of this podcast? Full circle.
So was
There
it
it is.
actually a Beyblade?
Don't make
Hashtag
yo.
full
Next time
circle.
we do this podcast, don't make me put up a Beyblade logo.
I mean,
Will we get sued?
DMCA.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look that up.
Nah, don't do it. Come from a guy who does intellectual property. Nah.
All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna pull some Beyblades, spin them since we own them, and then make that the logo. We're just gonna make that a gift.
That would actually be kind of mesmerizing.
Exactly.
Imagine if you like had it in sync so that all 3 could spin.
Yes.
That would be fire.
That would be fire.
So you have to buy Dragoon. It's not that much money. It's only $150. You have to buy. That's right. That's right. Yo, I got so lucky. I love eBay for that one. So here's the thing. I was looking up where to buy this thing, right? Just shoot off prices. Tell me how much you thought this Beyblade cost.
2000.
How much?
2000.
One place was selling it for $2,000. Now you don't got a number.
Yeah, now I gotta shoot up now.
The regular price for just that Beyblade alone, which wasn't a collector's, is $500 to $600. I got it for $30.
It's wild. It's like the Pokemon
Yeah.
cards. Like
Exactly.
Man, bro.
For your character, for Dragoon, that's the one that's 2,000
Plus
plus.
would be
Yeah,
Hey, paying 2000. Wow.
that is
That's
crazy.
nutty.
I am not. No, I was just
Oh,
blessed
man.
to find this one, and I'm not buying another.
Just to cut yourself.
Sometimes I don't sleep at night.
See the door open and the Beyblade come in.
I heard you guys were talking about me.
Yo, talking shit. It has a deep voice. Like his name's not Jurger anymore. It's Tyrone. Like,
Imagine that you walking downstairs, get some water at night.
you ain't give me water.
You hear it? He closed the refrigerator doors right there.
It's like, so you give me some water, some juice. I don't want a Henny.
No, we ain't giving you any.
You're gonna spin out of control. You're gonna hurt people. Like, no.
Because that happened last time.
You sitting there talking with your friend, you're like, no, this is gonna happen again. Again?
Oh my god.
That would actually be very dangerous though. If, like you like had a spinning Beyblade on the floor.
Yo.
Yeah.
Give me ideas.
So let me tell you how bad it is, right? My normal plastic Beyblades, I'll rip them. My cats can play with them. They play with it, like tap it or whatever. This one, you know how animals run when they're in pain? My cat slightly tapped it and darted out of the room and down the stairs.
Yeah.
This thing's a problem. This thing's a problem.
It's like Legos but with teeth.
Sounds
That's a great analogy,
That's
though.
that's an amazing analogy.
I'm gonna write that down. Write that down. Write that down. No, that's Bakugan.
Bakugan is crazy.
So here's because Beyblade is genuinely coming back. They're making more stuff for 2020 and 2021. Y'all can laugh at me all y'all want. But another thing that's coming back, Bakugan. It's literally in stores everywhere right now.
Is it like the same OG?
It's not. It's a new series.
Bakugan was it though.
Yeah. The new one's not, but like.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know how it goes. You know how it goes.
And then we don't have to talk about Pokemon coming back. They never left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're never gonna leave.
they're running out of ideas. I don't know if you saw the new legendaries for Sword and Shield.
The one that looks like a monkey.
Nah, that one, he's cool.
Oh, okay.
Urshifu's cool. That's baller.
Alright,
He's staying like Goku. He got the fighting stance and everything. That's baller as hell. So he gets a pass. But it's like these two horses or something like that. I didn't get a chance to really look at it, but man, it's how the horse Pokemon. You already had like
Ponyta,
yeah.
Rapidash. That's the same one. Stamper or Stampede. Yeah. That's not that much.
No,
But
we had the horsemen too, which is called Caldeo.
Oh, yeah,
Valiant,
yeah.
Virizion.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we do have too much.
Yeah, we have a lot of horses.
You know what we need? More dogs.
We have enough. Need more cats.
I think we had enough. I think we need more dogs. You know what? You'll be the tiebreaker. Cats or dogs?
Cats and dogs.
We always need more dogs.
Let's go!
Yes,
Let's go! Nah,
Honestly, the answer should be birds. More birds.
where are you coming from? Where are you coming from with this information? Who hired you?
From the sky, obviously looking for birds.
No, the birds work for the bourgeoisie, so we're
Saying you an out.
Wow, you coming to my house. I had nothing else to follow that up. Don't call me out like that. Oh wait, Firebirds are... Oh, man. Oh man. You work for the bourgeoisie. Oh man.
You mold trace. That's what.
That's all it is. It's different. That's
you
you're
know?
here.
We don't count that. We don't count that.
That didn't feel good.
I feel like that ripped your diaphragm off a little bit. Oh man.
But that's one of those wild theories. Like people do believe that. That's my girlfriend wanted me to ask this question. Is the Earth flat?
Oh,
No.
gosh.
Hard no.
Right?
Hard
no.
no.
Hard no.
Hard no.
All right. I'm glad we don't have to have that
You
actual
know why?
discussion.
Because, well, actually,
Oh,
it might actually be flat. It's like Super Mario. You go to one side and you show up on the other side, right? You know, we drop a penny.
Earth is a dinosaur.
Earth is dinosaur.
You know what? You might be on to something, Firebird. You might be on to something.
Now, what if, in the ancient times, right? Cats, dogs, and birds were all one creature, and that's the Earth.
Sounds terrifying.
That really does sound terrifying.
Earth is actually Dylon. You know why? Because Dave Chappelle shows come to Netflix.
Really?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I just really want to talk about that.
Good topic. Good topic.
I'm mad hype.
I love how after we talk about birds and the bourgeoisie, people leave.
Bourgeois sucker.
Nice.
Flat earthers can't screw down. You're speaking facts.
Wow.
Factual
Actually,
information.
yeah, that's true. That is true.
Because I'm not sure if this is the actual logic here, but imagine like the Big Bang instead of like destroying everything, just evolved the dinosaur.
So speaking of the Big Bang, I think I sent the article to Discord, so I don't know if anybody got to see it yet. Scientists found the chemical that is the sole cause of the Big Bang. They've recreated it.
Of course.
Now they know, like, what happened up to 3 seconds before the Big Bang.
So the Earth is
That was a
destroyed.
That was a chemical that caused it?
Not a chemical. Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that article. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, name something that's better than the atomic bomb. Big
Can't
Bang.
Big Bang.
You stop making bombs.
Yes.
Hot take.
They literally said, you know, the second they figure it out, they could actually create their own Big Bang.
Yeah, it's
But
not-
we don't know if it's going to be safe or not. I was like, no shit.
Yeah, I was watching something that which called for like this is still in the topic of like Earth and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like global warming and whatnot. They're trying to like find a way. Well, they're already working on it, but scientists are trying to find a way to combat global warming by putting artificial resources in the Earth to combat it, which is terrifying.
Yes.
Really. Which is like it's gonna be it's not gonna stop it. It's gonna be like a slowdown if anything.
Yeah.
I don't see that ending very well.
At all. At all.
Yeah.
Jeez. Hey, you know what? Hopefully they get the wrong like methods down. You know, that spreads all over. It goes to the cemeteries. Now we get to fight zombies. So there's a perk out of it.
That's what I'm hoping for. We get some like, oh no, what if we get zombie Hitler?
Oh no!
You know my thing-
That's
you-
awesome. What do you mean? We
you
can
know
kill
what-
him.
Yes. You know my thing is, like, I always think about zombie. What type of zombie would it be? Would it be a dead zombie that comes back like all decrepit and like?
It depends
all-
on the time period.
True. I mean now.
Wouldn't it
Probably
be
looking at
cool
memes.
if like zombies like regenerated? So like instead
No.
of like they would
No.
come up with bones, but then
No.
their flesh starts.
That's Resident
No.
Evil zombies that we are not prepared
We're
for.
not
Like,
We're not dealing
we
with
don't
that.
have the tools for that.
That's why the second you mentioned, it, I was like, no,
Like, I would-
no.
no. Like, you know, everybody has like, oh, I'm gonna hide in a bunker. You're doing nothing
At all. It could, because here's the thing. With those type of zombies, some of them are sentient, and they can break down pieces of their body. All they have to do is take down an atom, throw it inside the bunker.
Exactly, and they just
What are you
bust
doing?
you up. Like,
What are you doing?
so nah, these Resident Evil zombies are busted. Like, we're not counting them. Like,
But like during the time, I mean, like, here's the different things we have to look at in the play. After we die, we get rigor mortis. So when the zombies come back, do they no longer have rigor mortis?
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're playing it by the human anatomy and physiology and whatnot, zombies will be trash if
Yeah.
they come back. They won't do a damn thing.
Yeah.
You attack them, their face falls off. That's
Most of their muscles won't even be able to work.
They won't even
be
be
able to
stand
get out.
You know what I mean? Like,
We're gonna see a bunch of like tiny bones just inching around
Just
the world.
inching
Like,
nightmare fuel.
Thanks for that.
imagine like, oh baby, you lost your tooth. That's not my tooth, mom.
I'm built differently. Oh man.
So then, the issue with that would be not with like people who have died before, but everyone dying now.
Yeah.
Because then the bodies would be like fully active.
Pretty fresh.
Yeah.
And especially,
COVID.
I was just about to go there. Like, especially like they
So
Oh.
many bodies.
Oh, wow,
so
yeah.
many.
That's
That
a lot.
would be some Game of Thrones shit.
I got weapons in the house if y'all want. I got lightsabers.
Yeah, I mean, I would have a good time. I'll probably die. I know for sure. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
same.
gonna be going hard. I'm gonna die.
What we have to do, right? This is about to be like an outlandish thing. There's a guy named Hacker Smith. He created his very own like photon lightsaber. We're going to this guy, and we're getting his like prototypes.
What if he became a zombie?
Then we're stealing his prototypes.
No, I saw the photon lightsaber. That's literally.
Literally.
Like-
It's literally a flamethrower, but made of like photons, so it literally just cuts through things.
The upkeep.
That's so
of-
dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the upkeep. We're gonna have to keep that going for a while. So we need to have energy nearby.
Yeah.
Like
They also made an actual working plasma ray, like Iron Man's plasma ray. They made a working one. So all we have to do is get to his lab, and we're set for life.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I had I always love people like that. If I had the resources,
Honestly,
you know what I mean? Like if I had the money just to do whatever,
I just invent.
yeah, honestly, I'd be doing
Just
shit like
invent
that.
stuff.
Honestly,
Probably be a blacksmith somewhere and just relax.
I always thought about that apprenticeship because you know how cool that stuff is. But it's so
Yeah.
hard. Those unions are so hard to get into. That's the thing. So, rip.
What would you do with unlimited? Wait, before we even do unlimited money, I also have this ideology that, you know how people say money is the root of all evil, which isn't necessarily the case.
I feel like we
It's
talked about that before. We broke it down to
Greed.
greed. It's
Yeah.
greed. Yeah.
greed. So like,
The thing is, I agree.
yeah,
There's I don't know who it was. It was Marx or Hegel or something like that. Something called dialectical materialism, where society moves forward based on the things that we need.
Yeah.
All the good that comes from advancing civilization comes from the person making it to benefit themselves and other people. So sometimes that greed can actually be a good thing.
yeah, but then, like you said, like that's why like money isn't necessarily the root of all evil.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
As long as you have enough to create for yourself, for your family, and then for the future.
It's the 7 principles of purpose that we talked about the last time we were here. As long as your greed is like buying into environment, social, personal, all these different platforms,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
Like it's affecting everything in a positive, so you're good.
Firebird, we love you.
We love you,
Love you.
Firebird.
Whole classes are dope.
I hope they're fired.
Nah.
Oh, it's not that delayed. Oh yeah, typing.
Yeah.
Typing would take some time, wouldn't it? But yeah. On to unlimited like money.
Yeah, so like, granted, you had enough to satisfy what you were capable of doing.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
Knowing me, I'm too reckless with that ability, so I'd probably destroy the economy.
I mean, we're already going to do we have unlimited. We're already doing
Yeah.
that. We're already
Yeah,
there. Like,
fair.
we're
I feel
already
like
there.
someone's gonna beat you too.
Yeah,
destroying
it's
the
already
economy.
we're already there because if we have unlimited money, we're already there. We
Yeah.
already messed up the economy just by default.
Might as well go back to trade. Like, yo, I'll give you like $12,000 plus my Rolex.
Yep.
Deal.
I'll reset everything.
Here's my daughter.
Yep. Alright, Borat too.
I'm actually researching that because I'm taking like a philosophy class. It's called Representative Thinkers,
Yeah.
and he's charging us like as for like the class to solve a problem,
What's the problem?
any problem you want.
Oh.
Sounds like fun.
So was that the problem that you like faced to us?
Mine was essentially how about land ownership
Mm.
and how that could benefit Black America, and how that was supposed to be the case, but then like after the Civil War, we were supposed to get land, but then we got fucked over.
Yeah, but then didn't.
As
Yeah.
opposed, yeah.
So mine was basically searching the possibilities of that and how that would help us and send us.
You wanna know part of the reason why? 6 days after the 13th Amendment was like finished, KKK was formed.
Yeah.
Exactly
That
6
makes
days.
sense.
December 24th.
We had our own island, like off the coast of South Carolina or Virginia or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Destroyed it. Or they came.
We had our own Wall Street.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
We had several Wall Streets. Tulsa's not the only one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like my the research that I'm supposed to be doing. Still like a week and some change.
I
But,
thought you were about to say like tomorrow.
nah. But yeah. So like with property rights, like there's a whole Lockean theory on property rights and how it's just a lot. But essentially, we've gotten to the point now that you're not trading land for land. You're trading land for currency, and that's
Yeah.
like that disproportionate thing. And that's why you can trade a couple tokens for your daughter.
Yeah.
Or,
We got so many.
Right?
Like I said,
But, like-
why would you do that?
yeah, but people do that though. Like they create a couple pieces of paper for how many acres of land. So
Because land.
Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, land has prices diminished.
Yeah.
Here's what I would do with unlimited money, because I had this conversation with my hairstylist, my girl, my friend, and like 5 other people, and everyone said like it's not a bad idea. So full circle, we talked about how in order to have a great like brilliant mind, you have to have the physique for it. So I was thinking about creating land where, and honestly, if someone beats me to it, good, I'll let you do it. I'll join you. But basically, you know how Joe Rogan has those places where they can go hunting?
Yeah.
Make it more nationwide, and then also distribute next to those locations a place where there's farming specifically for like vegetables and fruits, stuff like that, where people are actually taught how to do those different things, have those different abilities. So they could actually go out, go to these locations, hunt their own food, take back their meat, do all these different things, and have these different resources. This will cut down trips to groceries, of course. I'm gonna put this at like a lower price, not something like only millionaires could do, because that's BS. Do it something like every individual could do, where the fee is like $200 a year. So you could go out, learn all these different things, basically like a gym membership, but you're actually going out, getting your food, learning how to skin it, learning how to do all these different things. And now on top of that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have jobs for carpenters, architects, and builders, so they have to build it for infrastructure. You're gonna have to have those people that are tourists or safari men that actually are sitting there by your side, teaching you how to do everything step by step. Gunsmith that know this like specific weapons and are actually holding it, so you're not holding it. Like all these different layers of different jobs and communities that you can build from this. Now, the reason why I wanted to be hunting and gathering for the food. Imagine this. How much money have you guys? Well, not you, because you make food. How much money did you recently spend for the whole entire pandemic buying food?
Probably around like 400, 500.
Right, and that food was for yourself, not for the family?
Sometimes it was for the family.
Right. So imagine a $200 membership, getting a whole entire buffalo or whatever you want, and having all that meat in your house. You guys will eat together for a while.
Right.
You won't really be hungry.
How would you? Because you said you're gonna get the land, but I imagine it'll probably be pretty difficult to find like an area where you can find these specific animals that you want to hunt.
That's where you would actually have those. I would actually buy the land for the places where they have the hunting zones. And actually
So
spread it out
they're
more.
originally gonna be okay.
Yeah, I would actually spread the land more.
Okay.
So I'd either give them some cash so we could do a partnership and then expand, or just be like, I'm buying this.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing enough.
For sure.
Like that, I just feel like that's brilliant. Because imagine fishing. The reason why fishing is amazing, once you catch your first fish and you actually eat it yourself, your mind just goes, I could do anything. So imagine all the different problems that you have in your day-to-day life that you go like, man, that sucks, and you can't find a solution. Your mind's going to think of a solution. You're going to be forced and wrap around like finding a solution because you're doing so much for self-sustaining.
Right.
You're going to just feel a different urge. You're going to feel happier. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel better about yourself. And about your mind's going to change and everything else. Exactly. I had to buff up for that. And then knocking out the GMOs and all these other different chemicals that are in all these different foods, you're also getting better protein, better food, better nutrients. And then on top of that, it's all fresh. And you know where it came from. All these different things, knocking down, this is why I know it won't work, because government would not allow it. You're knocking down a lot of money that goes into like FDA, into the government, into like people spending groceries all the time.
I mean, the FDA regardless is going to be important. Even if you just hunt and you just decide to sell it yourself, no matter what, that's going to have to be important. But in terms of GMOs, not all GMOs are technically bad. Yeah, so especially if the the thing that you hunted is already kind of like dying or something like that, or it has like disease or something. Sometimes you may need that GMO to ward off whatever it may have had. So not always a bad thing, but for sure, like this is gonna be a sidebar, but this is related.
Yeah.
So different countries have like members go into the military like automatic, like something you need to do.
Yeah.
Right. I wish there was a thing that you can kind of like mandatory, if not hunting, fishing, or gathering, something else.
Yes.
You kind of make everybody have to do that. I kind of wish there was something like that.
Imagine having to do that, and then you still get to see your family.
Yeah, exactly. And you can show them what
Like,
you did.
show them what you got instead of coming back with trauma. Like, like, the one thing that I was talking about, because my friend was like, "Oh, I don't think I could ever kill an animal." So I was like, "All right, that's perfect." So people like you would go on to like the vegetables and learn how to produce
farming.
food at
Yeah,
home.
exactly.
Do the farming. They're like, "Oh, but like, what if I want meat?" Well, that's the thing about the membership. There's always going to be extra meat.
Right, exactly.
Like, whatever's there throughout that day, they're gonna have a specific like FDA approved freezer where you could actually get the extra meat, the excess meat. There's
Right.
always gonna be a
That-
full supply.
That's the thing, you know what I mean?
Like that's the whole purpose about this. Every time you go hunting, it's for your family and for the next person. It's again adding that sense of unity, but also from yourself. You're getting that self-worth while also supporting everybody here.
I think it'll be definitely pretty good.
So hey, government, let this work. Let this
hear
rock.
us?
Let this rock out. All right.
Let's do this, like-
let's get this happening. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Please
executive
just
order.
let this one
Make
happen.
this
yeah.
happen.
Just do this for me. Yeah. I'm just gonna try this out.
Please.
And then you're gonna let it happen. Yeah.
Ask him, Connie.
FBI
Yeah.
Agent Smith, I need you to.
NSA guy that's listening right now, we know you listening.
I know you're writing this
We
down.
know you listening, bro.
Listen, I know you want that money. You don't want this job no more, do you?
Imagine he goes like,
The whole entire stream shuts down. Like, the lights turn out. He comes in. He's like, "Yo, I'm not gonna steal your idea, but I want half."
I'm in.
I'll trade y'all. What'd you trade you? 2 Beyblades.
Like, damn it, guys, pull me back, 'cause I want to say yes.
Real talk. Hold on.
We'll talk. Is that Dragoon? Yes.
Hold on.
Let's really think about it here, guys. That is a $2,000 value.
They were like, "Listen, he wants 50. Now, what I suggest, we knock him out, still give him the 50, but also take the Beyblades."
You could do that. But it's a camera on.
See me go. Where at? But yeah, that's one of the few ideas that's just been on my mind since Monday, and I've just been like fleshing it out more.
Why
and more.
Monday?
What happened on Monday?
Yeah. I'm talking about like
What happened to Monday?
So my lip quiver a little bit.
a buffalo attack.
Monday was when I got off the painkillers.
Okay.
Yeah. For those that don't know, for the one person still here, I broke my hand, and I've been on Percocets for a minute. And let me tell you, whoever tells you they feel great must either not have ADHD, or has a good mind, or just has depression, because that is not good. It literally makes you go into depressed swings, like quick. The second you take it and you douse it down with some water, you feel the effects immediately. And the thing that sucks the most, it doesn't take away the pain.
It's so I hate how quick doctors are to prescribe perks because them joints is dangerous.
Yes.
Dangerous.
They were like, yeah, it's addictive. I don't know who would enjoy that experience, because that is a horrible experience.
The drug industry in general is just half-baked, in my opinion.
I see what you did there.
In general, just get rid of that's just the
Get rid of it.
that's the anti that of me. Just get rid of the damn thing.
Yes.
Because why are we
It's
doing that?
never 100%.
Never,
Thank you.
never.
Lit-
Never.
These little CBD gummies have literally done more job for me than the actual freaking perks or any, like.
And that's the thing too, like things like that. And these guys don't really get their legs up because you got Johnson. You got like they'll never.
Mesothelioma.
Yeah, you got mesothelioma. Like they'll never see the light of day. It's crazy. I hate it.
I remember back when they started legalizing marijuana, everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta get on board with this."
Oh, I got
If you
something
look at
next.
the stocks right now,
Oh, I know. I'm done with stocks for now. I got.
have to pull out for a little bit. Got my 600.
I'm out.
True.
yeah,
I want to get into the bonds.
I'm trying to get higher.
Bonds is difficult to learn.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
that's-
gonna buy a
yes.
book. Yeah,
they're
but
just
it's
hard.
safer though.
It is.
It is. It is.
It's
So
more,
much safer.
It's more secure.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is a forex?
Forex.
What are you saying? Why'd you come here?
Forex?
Why you speak
I
that?
hate
Forex?
forex, bro.
Forex, like I don't understand these people. Like
I know.
So here's the thing
Like-
about Jack. When he gets revved up, he speaks like he's getting revved up. He'll repeat the same phrase.
Like I don't get it. Like the only way these guys are actually making money is from kickbacks. Like
Yeah.
if you get somebody to sign up Forex, you're gonna get paid.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is.
The damn currency is not it's not good right now.
It's not.
Anywhere. Nobody's really doing like. All right, you gonna trade what? Russian rubles for what? That thing hasn't moved. It hasn't moved. What money are you making? I'm not taking away from people who are actually really good at understanding like foreign currency. There are people who are really good at that
Yeah.
type of stuff, but it is not easy, and you lose a lot, and you get nothing. You
Yep.
get pennies. Just
you pay 200 something a month
To get in.
or-
to get yeah,
Just to get in, it's 200.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you lose that.
a month, and then you have access to learn everything. But
You had access
who's
to
actually
without
going
that.
to learn everything? Who actually learns everything?
Right.
If you're not doing financing, if you're not doing, just stocks and just that in general, don't do it. Just do stocks normally, because that's a lot safer. It's a lot easier
Mhm.
to learn. Yeah, you're gonna get burned out a little bit, but like, it's a lot easier. It's a lot fair.
For that like 3 days that I had no job, because I was waiting on my check, I had to take out $200 from my stocks. Right, I'm back up to where I was, and that was a few months ago. Like, stocks generally isn't bad. Trying to do some foreign stuff like that,
Because you need to know a lot. That's the thing. You need
Yeah.
to know each economy you're trying to exchange their currency for.
studying one economy is already an issue.
You know what I mean? Like no.
Like,
No.
what was the one thing that I sat on? What stock? I sat on Sony.
I mean,
Waited for the PS5.
if you're on AMD, if you're on AMD in January,
Yeah.
you're good now.
Here's the thing. I missed the release of the PS5.
Of course.
So like it didn't go down too much. It went down by $1.
Okay.
But like still I was like, dang, it was so
You
good.
could have took that profit, take your 15%. That's my rule of thumb. 50%, leave.
Yeah.
Don't go anything past that because you're not getting. It's gonna go down. It
Yep.
always does. There's a chance that it may not. You have those rare instances if you were
Second wave for pre-orders. I'm waiting for that right now.
Pre-orders,
Because
they
that's
got
gonna
that.
be fire. Of course they're gonna produce and sell more for that.
No.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're doing great now. Let's throw more.
Yes. I'm trying to get it in March. PS5. I'm trying to get that
Same.
in March.
Same.
It looks sexy.
It really
It looks
does.
sexy. It grew on me. At first I was like, what the hell is that? But now it's just like, it looks kind of sexy.
I was watching Jacksepticeye play the new Spider-Man game. By the way, Miles Morales in that game is phenomenal character. Just from the 1 hour I
I know,
watched,
right? He's so
phenomenal.
and they made him like super cool too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Like his movement alone is amazing because he's wild. He doesn't act like Spider-Man. He
Yeah.
just enjoys it, and everything is fluid. So like, just hats off to the guys that made that.
And you saw the Into the Spider-Verse costume.
Yes.
It goes out of frame rates.
Yes.
I'm like, yo.
I need that so
I
much.
love that.
But the game, like, I didn't understand the haptic feedback, but I was watching because Jacksepticeye loves attention to detail, ray tracing, all that
Mhm.
stuff. So the haptic feedback, when you would swing, because it's on the right trigger, ew, sound like Xbox, R2, it actually has resistance before the web shoots
Yep.
out. Like it all follows it. When
Yeah.
you do the Venom shock, or like punches and stuff like that, it doesn't rumble. It feels like there's electricity running through it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's it's
Above and beyond.
beautiful, bro.
Above and beyond. I'm telling you.
All four of my controllers, I'm gonna switch off and just put it on like that's all my PC controllers now.
Get P5 controllers.
No, my PS4
was
controllers.
about to
I'm
say.
just making my
Mhm.
PC controllers. The other thing that I saw that was astonishing: remote play through your PS4.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That's
You can use
crazy.
your PS4 to remote play another console.
It's still
Yeah.
wild. Yeah. It's still
Yeah.
wild. The future is now, old man. Like,
That is astonishing. This is where we are. This is where we are. And then Xbox is catching on fire.
it's catching on fire.
Serious?
Even though it was just them doing the vape thing. But because it didn't even come out with it. Like, I'll give you credit where credit is due. You have a lot of space.
But
For what though? Like,
you
it's
did
not-
this for what?
You know, for what? Exactly. Like, there's not a whole lot. Like, I kind of want to see Xbox win
Yeah.
so that we can get more, like, competition going on, because there's really nothing else that, you know, Microsoft really has. Well, they bought Bethesda, but what really came out of that just now? Like,
Another not Fallout, another Skyrim?
like, I don't get it.
New gen, same graphics.
Woo! Just like GTA 5 on PS5 and the newest Xbox.
Oh yeah, I
we
heard
still
about
don't
that.
have.
That's why. We've been getting that since the PS3. I literally have it on my PS3.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, take a moment. PS3. I
I
still
need
have that.
GTA 6. Top 3.
I remember we all had different ideas of what GTA 6 would be like. How it's like a whole entire map of California, or like
Like
the entire America.
Mhm.
And here we are with another PS5. I mean, GTA 5.
I wish I had a PS5.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want, we could try going to Burger King after this. Do that, do that 2 for $5. It's $5, guys.
Oh, yeah, give it a shot. You never know. So buy Mad Doritos too. Like, let's see what happens.
I'll replace all the Whoppers with Impossible Whoppers, so I'm good. Like, get that and a chicken sandwich. You set.
You good?
Set.
You good? Oh man.
Yeah, man. The new gen hopefully is going to be astonishing. The Switch apparently is still making amazing quality.
Yeah, and they said they're coming out with something else though. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's gonna be like a. You know how we have the Switch handheld only. I don't know if they're gonna do like a home console Switch only.
Ooh.
So I don't know, but they said they're working on something else. I would probably buy it because I don't really use my Switch when I go out like crazy.
Yeah, same. They just released a new version of Mario Kart where it's AR.
Yeah.
You actually
That's
get a toy car and create the map.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
We gotta do that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Like looking through the room, like
Have
Oh,
you
we're not
guys
doing it up here.
heard of mixed reality?
Yeah, I have it.
AR and VR?
Yeah.
What does it actually do?
Nothing fun.
Okay.
The mixed reality helmet basically reads your room and the controllers, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as
it sounds pretty lackluster.
yeah.
I just heard like a business case today, proposing to use mixed reality for class.
No.
Yeah.
My dad brought that up to me, and I was like, "That's no," because think about how much money that's going in, and we already have our schools are defunded.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
They applied it strictly for universities, but one, are they really going to be able to afford that?
It's just extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just extra
It's
for no
unnecessary.
reason.
And then two, these teachers can't even use Zoom properly.
right. So
I have a teacher that mutes himself every single class. It's the end of the semester, and every single class he finds a way to mute himself in the middle, and he's confused.
I just thought about how funny this would be, though. Imagine one of your homeboys jump in with vibes, so you see their fingers moving and stuff like that. So the whole time they're just throwing up middle fingers, and everyone's like, "Yo, put that down, put that down, put that down." You know, he sees like a club hand just waving.
Yeah.
Man, the future is fun.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's probably my biggest fear when it comes to like this in general. Like, I'm afraid to miss out on all the dope shit that's just gonna come out.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that we are going to miss out on,
Okay.
just as if it was some villain from a Marvel video game, I got an ad talking about the future of police, where they have
I've read a lot of shit on that.
yes, basically drones everywhere. The drones that you usually see in like Stop and Shop, patrolling the streets. Automatic cars and motorcycles and they said that's gonna be the future of police.
Defund them now.
Please. Well, the thing is, that company isn't a part of the police.
Oh,
They're their own company.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And the guy's speech is just like out of some
Was it
cartoon.
like Skynet or something like that? Like,
That's ironic because that's from Terminator.
yes,
but,
it is. Yes, it is. Hold
but
on.
close enough.
That's,
The dude was
I
like,
know exactly.
protect your future today.
That's
Exactly. Exactly. He sounds like a villain.
Yeah,
Yes, Skynet.
that does sound like a Marvel villain.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was from
That's
Terminator. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And they're
Terrifying.
trying to create this whole entire actual. I'm gonna look it up because
Yeah.
that's actually something we need to know.
Yeah.
Because that's horrifying. I don't like that.
I
Have
mean,
you guys watched Watchmen?
Not
Not yet. Yeah, same thing. Not yet. I know. I
It is
know. You're like the
amazing.
first person to say that to me. Like, I know.
It's amazing.
I know. It's on my queue because I just finished what you call it. I just finished Fire Force, the anime, and then I did Jujutsu Kaisen. I finished that.
Yes.
Friday comes out.
Yes.
So now I gotta get on actual TV shows.
Yeah, bro, that show is amazing. It has nothing to do with the future, but the first episode, well, really the main character, but the main first episode talks about like, well, it shows a different side of police force.
Sounds
It's very interesting, and
Is it
I
like
want to spoil it for y'all, but I don't. So
kind of want to hear, kind of don't. Like, I'll watch. How many episodes?
10
That's a lot.
or 8.
That's a lot lighter than I thought. And
Yeah.
Like an hour a pop.
Yeah, I've never like finished shows. Like I never binge it, but I binge Watchmen.
Oh, so
I
it's-
finished
that
it in a
good
night.
then.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I gotta be.
I was like really invested.
Gonna keep for sure. What's that?
And I feel like, honestly, I'm gonna sound really bad for saying this, but Regina King wasn't like, she wasn't my favorite. She wouldn't have been my top choice for the character.
Actors?
Yeah, for the actress. She was the main actress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was she didn't really give a good role? Was she just like very flat, or like what happened?
It's not even like her performance. I just
You're just coming at her now. Like.
Yeah.
Oh. No, these are funded by the police.
Oh god,
These are actually funded by the police.
That's bad.
that is bad.
See if I could. Oh, that's work.
Where is this?
This one is in Huntington Park.
Time high definition camera system. All of the video footage is recorded 24/7. It also has an alert button feature wherein members of the community will be able to press the alert button to notify the monitoring center that they need assistance or they would like the police to respond on something.
Please help keep the park clean.
Of course, it's made by HP.
So it's not gonna overheat.
King Scope. That's what it's called. King Scope. Or Night Scope. Yeah. And apparently they're already all over the U.S.
The robot works on a program and it's got a programmed route. I think expectations are that you're going to press the alert button and the police is going to show up, that moment, or that perhaps the robot is going to be able to act on its own and prevent something. The robot is not equipped with any type of weapon. It can't deploy pepper spray or taser. Again, it's only a monitoring system.
Nah, I want to see a case.
How? And this time it was pretty.
So initially, there was some negative sort of reaction to the robot. The robot was vandalized and it was tipped over. But again, because it is a sophisticated camera system, it captured the images and the video of the incident and all of the individuals involved. And by accessing that video, we were able to round up all of these individuals within 6 or 8 hours and had them all in custody.
Imagine that slow ass shit creeping up on you.
I would not enjoy that.
Not at all.
No, sir. No, sir.
Hey, NBC News viewers.
Nah, I'm good. But yeah, that's an actual.
That's crazy.
If you just look at too, what you call it, all the stuff like Boston Dynamics is working on too, all those robots.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
like,
seen that
yeah,
stuff.
That stuff is wild.
I'm not a fan.
But I find it funny they got robots doing flips and whatnot. That's funny.
I'm a fan of it.
Yeah. But like, just imagine, because I saw an article too. They were saying they're also thinking about replacing police with robots themselves. Like not just like that slow ass Wall-E shit.
Like robots made to look like humans.
Yeah.
Made to function like humans.
What's that? That's like a PS5.
This is the commercial that I saw.
That's dangerous.
First rank, that's dangerous. Oh my god. That's a weapon.
I have an important question for you. If you had the chance to help make the United States of America become the safest country in the world, would you help make it happen? Well, this is your opportunity to join us in that fight. Just take a moment to imagine the positive impact we could have together on our schools, justice system, government, communities, and most importantly, the safety of your loved ones. It would be an absolutely priceless achievement. Henry Ford once stated, if I'd asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Sometimes you just have to create something all new that's never been done before. We're blazing that new trail in law enforcement, physical security, and public safety. The country and Knightscope are both at an inflection point. Self-driving technology, robotics, and artificial intelligence are going to change the world dramatically. And we're right in the middle of it all, here in the heart of Silicon Valley. With only 2 million law enforcement and security professionals, trying to secure over 300 million people across 50 states, with outdated technology, the ongoing violence across the country will continue unchecked. That is not acceptable.
Outdated.
But you
it's not
can do
outdated,
something
a
about
taser.
it. For years, our team has been working relentlessly to develop capabilities that would enable new levels of intelligence
Halo weapons and
to be
whatnot.
delivered at
Oh,
a
whoa,
faster
you're
pace
right.
to help
Hey, you
police
still
and
working on that
security
plasma
officers
rifle, right?
smarter and safer decisions,
It's like full
all in the
time.
interest of public safety.
Vaporizer.
Knightscope is that innovator in fully autonomous security
They got
robots.
this boy back there.
Yeah.
Had a lot of help along the way from our awesome investors.
Let's use robots for something
Employees
else.
that want
Who
to be
invested
safe at
this?
work, patrons that want to
Law
go to
and
the
order
movies, folks that just want to shop in peace,
There you go.
fans that want to be able to focus on simply watching their
You know
favorite
my
teams
thing with
play,
like robots, because they're gonna use
parents
Facebook
worried about their kids,
Yes.
patriots,
Yeah.
first
So,
responders,
that's just gonna end
technologists,
It's gonna end
financiers.
very bad.
There we go.
Thousands
That's what I
of
was
people
hoping
from
for.
all walks of life have invested in Knightscope's vision and knowledges think about their kids.
They get red ones
Patriots,
because they're bad.
first responders, technologists, financiers.
like Baymax.
Thousands of people from all walks of
they had in
life
mind.
have invested in Knightscope's vision, and together, we built an innovative solution that has already started
They named
to
him
make
Buddy.
a difference in society.
Only that one though.
Based on, I want to see this. I want to see some stats. I want to actually see the.
So far, we've helped a law enforcement agency issue an arrest warrant for a sexual predator.
Only
We
one.
helped another law enforcement agency apprehend an armed suspect. We assisted a security guard in catching a thief. We stopped a fraudulent insurance claim, and we even helped catch a corporate vandal.
On the street.
Someone was walking by. Yo, so I just did some,
Banding together,
Bro,
and
imagine
meaningful
on
and
some
positive social
Amazon
impact.
Alexa shit.
And we're
It's
just
hearing
getting started.
everything.
The future is here. And Knightscope will
There it
help
is.
us secure. This is no longer science fiction. Our security robots are operating
gonna help
across
secure it.
5 time zones, 24/7, 365, right now. We are pioneers defining the future of security. We design, engineer, manufacture our game-changing technology ourselves.
Here's a robot.
That's right, made in the USA. It says designed and built in Silicon Valley on every robot, and each one proudly displays the stars and stripes, signifying our
Oh, of
patriotic
course.
roots.
Of course.
Even worse. Like.
And the exciting part is that
I know how cheap this is. I'm gonna show you guys my lightsaber real quick.
I'm gonna say 3D print shit.
Now look at this button, right? Look at that button. Look at that button. It's the same button.
You gotta cut costs somewhere.
This is $2 on Amazon.
This is feasibility.
Uh,
That is
Our patriotic duty to our country. And the exciting part is that the greatest achievement of our life's work are just ahead for us. I believe this nation should commit itself to becoming the safest country in the world. And I
Impossible.
invite you to be part of that exciting future. You want to change the world? This is your chance.
like,
Join us and be a force for good.
honestly, honestly,
That's the thing. They already have these in Dubai, in Europe.
Dubai is
In-
like living in 30, 35. Like Dubai don't even count. Dubai got some weird shit going on. Their buildings and everything. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm not with it. I don't know. There's this one guy. This guy, he cleans up the ocean. His name is Boyan Slat. He has he has a robot that cleans the ocean. That is a great idea.
That is a great idea.
He's only like 22, which is still nuts to me.
So you want to hear something that's funny that Pokemon made that I know the government would never use because they don't want to like piggyback off Pokemon. So you know Gasser, right? The gassy, poopy, smelly Pokemon that James always had.
Mhm.
Not Gasser. I'm thinking about
Garbodor?
Bubble Ball.
The garbage one?
No. The one that's like, it looks like a meteor but shoots out just top. Wheezing.
How do we forget that? Right? Go ahead.
So, in the new game, they replaced Weezing, and now his smoke is green. Why? It breathes in toxins and releases oxygen and carbon.
So it's a moving tree.
Yes. We can literally make those?
Yeah.
Like, we genuinely can make those.
Yeah.
If we can make the Big Bang, I'm pretty sure we can make trees
I mean, I
at
think
faster rates.
there's like a lot of biology shit that has like that's the thing because it's
Yeah.
like
It's just a lot of moving parts with like the tree. Like it's a lot of moving parts because I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, but then you gotta kind of do this.
Mm-hmm.
Then you kind of got it's a lot of moving parts, but I feel like they could probably work on something to help with that. Help. Transfer carbon, all that,
Right.
and oxygen to be able to do all that. They can be able to work on something to like induce that to like make it better, but I don't know if they're going to do it by trees. If not by just planting trees, and if not also too because not only trees that helps with that, it's also like the ocean as well. So
Right.
if we can help, like
Clean that, please.
yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's been a fight for so long.
Because it's not profitable.
It
That makes sense.
can make money.
That was a
off
good
of it.
ending to that debate.
We need the cigarette engine.
I feel like that's a huge, just American thing. Just, I wonder why it's not profitable. You're right. You're right. That makes sense.
It's sad. It's sad.
Go to any other country, they're like, "What do you mean that makes sense?"
They roasted the hell out of us right now.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. I would too. I do here.
That's what I'm saying. I do all the time.
Jeez,
Like we
man.
pulled out the Paris the climate agreement. I don't know why we did that. Because we got Trump, but still.
What time is it?
12. That'd be a good place to end.
Yeah,
Definitely 2 hours and
three.
definitely.
Yeah,
Is that 3?
Yeah.
Damn,
you need glasses.
Those two.
One eye's yeah, it's definitely 2.
2 hours, 3 minutes. Because you got stuck on the 3.
No, I said 2. I said 2 hours. I said that was 2 hours.
Oh, I thought you was trying to read the rest because you squinted.
No, I was like, we did like 2 hours. So I
Oh,
was,
Listen,
I mean,
man, it's
it
12.
looked crazy. But yeah, it's 12.
Yeah,
So
and I gotta be up at 8.
okay.
I had to be up at
I'm
9.
off tomorrow, so
Oh,
Yeah.
must be nice to be big man on campus.
it is. Let me say. Let me tell you. But like, yeah. Okay. So we can wrap it up. It's been nice. The one person that's still watching us right now.
Yeah, I think it's pink. It might be. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who
But if
knows?
it's pink, we love you too. If it's whoever, we love you as well.
We love you, whoever.
And
And it's been full circle. I'm Jacques, Jack, Fuzzy Bear Slips, J Lava, all that. We got.
I'm Creetap, CJ, Chris, Roxas Wright, Gawani, and lastly but not least, we have
The special guest star that always shows up for the show, Mr. DNCL Denzel.
Easer.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you guys again next week. We're gonna try to do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do
We'll
this.
shoot for next
We're
week.
gonna do this next week. Weed pipe.
I think
Pipe. Hey. I know that person. I think.
I think you're saying hi at the wrong time, but hi.
But hi, hello.
I want to be high.
I TOS. We'll talk about that later. All right. Well. All right, Judge. Whenever you want, we'll be at this again next week. If you want to, I don't think we've ever done that. That feels weird. But if you want to subscribe, follow,
Always make a plan of action.
Subscribe right now, or else I'm gonna uppercut you
With
in
a hug.
left nostril.
with a kiss.
Nah, not a kiss.
I'm
Good one.
gonna give you a kiss.
Left hook to your cat's whisker.
To your cat's whisker.
Not that part, but the nostril.
with a hug.
Nah, not none of that.
With a Christmas gift.
Nope.
Christmas gifts.
With a.
With a turkey leg.
All right, we're gonna head out.
Bye,
Someone
guys.
just joined as we're leaving.
Of course.
Just like you could say all you just said again.
With the uppercut.
All of that.
All love, guys. Remember, like and subscribe to our content, or else I'm gonna uppercut you in the left nostril with a turkey leg. So,
Once again,
Are we gonna change it up every holiday?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that.
So once again, it's been all of us. I hope you guys have a great night,
or morning, or day, or evening.
or day, or evening,
Yeah.
whatever time zone you are
We
in.
global out here. We worldwide.
You know what? I hope you have a great.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Agreed for a great.
Agreed
Agreed for a great.
It's the worldwide.